Freestyle Fitness Yoga. So we're bringing ourselves to our mat. We're making sure that because this class is quite a quick class, that you're physically fit to do this class. If you feel sick at any time or you feel pain, then stop. If anything doesn't feel right, it probably isn't, so again, stop. We're going to bring ourselves to a position. It doesn't have to be cross legs, be straight legs, you can be sitting on the settee. Bringing the shoulders down. Over the last couple of weeks we've been doing different angles of breathing. So this time we're going to do a square breath, or an equal breath as its official name is. You're going to breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, breathe in. Now if you find 4 too hard, if you find that you're gripping your jaw or you're tensing up, then reduce it to 2 to 3, whatever you need. If you find it's too easy, you want to go a bit higher, then we bring it up to 5 to 6. But try to make sure that it's equal at each stage and you're not gripping or tensing at any time. So let's bring ourselves down. So always breathe out first. And then here we go. So we're going to take a big breath in, stretch your arms up and breathe out through the mouth. And again, all of these, let's do 2 more of these, all of these that are doing is to trying to make sure that we're just letting our brain relax and stop thinking about what we're doing yesterday, what we're doing tomorrow, and just bring it just to here, this minute now. And bringing it down. So we're going to bring ourselves into hero's pose. Remember, you can always stick a block underneath if you need to do our neck stretches. Bringing our hands down, resting them on our lap. We can bring our thumbs together if we want to. We're going to drop our chin down and let our head roll from side to side, bringing it so that the ear comes up to the side. Thinking about what's happening all the way through the body, all the way through the neck. How it feels to breathe. one more on each side. And then we're going to bring it, the chin is down at the centre, and lifting it back up. So we're going to do the same thing, kind of going backwards. If you need to control it with your head, there should be no pain in the front of the throat, no pain at the back. It shouldn't feel pinchy. You're just going to lift the chin up as if you're looking towards the ceiling. And again, just bringing the head side to side. What's happening with the muscles this time? Which ones are stretching, which ones are working? How does the breathing change? Bringing it back to the centre and bring it back up. So we're taking it into our circle of joy. Now you can keep your knees here or you can take them apart. So it's up to you. Let's bring our hands together in prayer. We're going to start with our right little finger at the end first and pushing out, breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out, and in, and out. Let's do one more. Let's change that left to the left finger. Here we go. Lovely. Let's step it out into down dog. Bring the hands down. Turn them the knees out. Tuck the toes. Bring yourself up into down dog. Give your legs a little stretch down. Pushing one heel at a time down to the floor. So we're going to bend one leg in and stretch the other foot to the floor. Push our chest towards that bent knee. And then changing sides. So push the other heel to the floor. Push the chest towards that bent knee. Let's try change one side one more time. And last time. And bring yourself down to your knees. Let's take it into our tiger. Taking the foot out, taking the hand out, squeeze the pelvic floor 10 times. Breathe in as you're lifting. Here we go. And let's change sides. Take the foot out, take the hand out. Squeeze the stomach muscles. Here we go. Pelvic floor. 1. And bring it in. Let's bring ourselves up onto our knees. And take it to our gate pose. Remember, if you need the block, have that block there. Turn the foot out, place it down. We're doing 4 of these. Breathing out. And then we breathe in. Last one for this side. And bring it up. Lift the toe up. Turn it in. Bring it in. I'm going to wiggle across this side. So turn the toe up. Place it flat down. Remember, if you need to move that block, move your block. Here we go. Breathe out. Breathe in. Pushing down into the toe. Last one. Lift the toe, bring it back in. Lovely. So from here we're sitting ourselves down, turning it into mermaid. So bringing our hand to our knee, twist, have a look over the back. Bring it back to the front. Slide the feet round to the other side. Again, hand on the front leg, hand through the back. Push round to the back. And bringing it back. Let's swap them legs one more time. This time we're going to move our head to the front. So we're going to keep looking back, but we're going to turn our head and look to the front. So twisting round the back, and then turn just the head to look over that front shoulder. How does that change the position? What happens through the lower body when we do that? And then bringing yourself round. Let's do it one more time. Swapping them legs. Twisting towards the back. Turning towards the front. Let's bring ourselves back to the front. We're going to take our feet out, push them round, then bring the foot round to the back. So we're taking it to our 90-90. Bring our hands over the sides, turning to look behind. We're lifting that back leg up. We're taking it down. That front hand, we're swinging it round into a big circle, pushing our hips forward, bringing ourselves down. 3 more on this side. Bring it down. So from here, we're coming up, bringing our legs across, bringing it down. Lovely. Twist around the back. Lift, drop, push. Beautiful. And with this, we're starting to open up the hips, open up the front of the waist, as well as working them shoulders and that arm. Bring it down. Bring your legs in. Bring them out together. Then bring them up. Take them down. So east-west pose. About 6. I enjoy this and then forget what I'm doing. So we're going forward to breathe out, we're breathing in to push back. And remember, you can lift your legs if you need to. So here we go, whichever way you want to go forward. Okay, let's do 2 more. Last one. And bring it down. They start to get easier the more we do them, so then comes a nice flow. So let's bring ourselves up to standing. Hands go down, spin ourselves round. Jump ourselves in. Lovely. So, I'm going to turn that off a second. We're going to take ourselves into our mountain pose. Just have a think about what you want, what you're here for, what you want. Just bring yourself to this point. Just 5 breaths. We're starting, remember, at the back of our mat. We're going to take ourselves down as we breathe out into a forward bend. Now, you can just stay here and enjoy this. You can move it into a bit of a ragdoll, bending and straightening one leg at a time. Moving the upper body as if you're kind of swimming, spinning round so that you're looking sort of round the back. You do anything you want while you're down here. Just be very aware. If you've got high blood pressure, you shouldn't really be in this class. But even if you haven't got blood pressure problems, your blood pressure tends to rise with this. But you want your head and your neck to be nice and free. So if you've been sitting up all day, it's been pushing down. It should feel as if it's being dragged to the floor, pulled out of the shoulders. So we're going to bring ourselves back to our centre and we're going to walk our hands out. Now remember to move our feet back to get ourselves into our right position for down dog. So we're coming up, we're going over. If we need to, we bring the elbows, the knees down. Elbows facing forward, they bend back, we lift up. We push back, we walk back in. We can bend the knees, we roll up. As we get to the top, we breathe out, we're rolling back down. Trying to release all the fissulas that are holding the skin to the bone. We're walking out. We're pushing back to down dog. We're coming forward to plank. We're coming down and into cobra. We can lift the knees if we want. We don't have to. We can push back and walk back in. Remember, bend the knees, roll up. Let's do 3 more. One more. Bring it back up. Have a little rest. I'm going to lift the camera up. Just grab a drink. So, we're going to take it into our flow. About 6, but again, like I said, you know me, I kind of forget what I say and then go a little bit further. So, do what you can. We're taking our feet nice and wide. I'll do it sideways, just to give you a different perspective of it today. So, with our feet sideways, we're turning our foot out to the side. We're going to bend the knee, bringing it over. We can bring the elbow down onto the side. We can keep this hand down behind our back. We can look back. We can lift it thumbs up so that it's coming over our head. And we're staying as straight as possible. Pushing into that knee. Now you can stay here for a couple of breaths. You don't have to move quickly. You can take it nice and slow. We can keep that elbow on the knee and move the arm out into a bit of a power squat. Now we're keeping the back nice and straight. So we don't want to curl the spine, we want to be pushing the chest down, pushing into the hips. Again, you can always take that arm out if you want, keeping the chin tucked in. We're going to turn towards the knee, that's bent, and go onto our tiptoe at the back. We can bring the arms up again, we can keep the one hand down, we can lift one arm up. Stretching back slightly, push into that front knee, feeling the stretch right through the psoas muscle, right at the front. Now we're bringing that top arm down, so it's coming forward, and we're stepping the back foot back, placing the foot flat down, and moving into an inverted V. We can grab hold of the ankle or the leg and pull our knee or chin past our knee. From here, we're lifting that front toe up, curling it in, and bringing ourselves into a wide leg forward bend. Got a hair on me. Again, you can move the hands through, you can pull on the legs, you can take the arms out, it's completely up to you. We're going to lift ourselves up so we look forward, we can bend them knees and then push back up. We're going to do the other side, so I'm going to drop that so that you can see again the feet rather than my hands. So we're turning the foot out, bending the knee and reaching over, bringing the elbow down, reaching the hand away. We're taking ourselves down and forward into a power squat, feeling the stretch on the insides of the thighs, keeping that back nice and straight, tucking the chin in. Take the arm out if you want to. Turning ourselves round, turning that back foot onto its tiptoe, pushing forward, lifting the arm up wherever it can go, push down. Hips are nice and straight, shoulders are nice and straight. You can reach back a little bit more if you wanted. We're bringing the hand forward, stepping, bringing that foot back down, bringing ourselves forward. Now both these knees are slightly bent, they're not locked. You can always have a box on the floor. You can always, again, like I said, have your hands on your legs. It's up to you, whatever makes you feel better. You're lifting that front foot up, turning it in, bringing yourself down. So both feet are facing forward. You're pulling yourself through your legs, letting the head and the shoulders drop down. The whole of the upper body just falls out of the hips, as opposed to being pushed down all day from sitting down. We can bend the knees, lift the head, stretch the arms, lift up. So like I said, you can take that slowly, or you can move a little bit faster. So I'm going to move a little bit faster now, okay? So we're turning out. We're bending forward. We can take the arms to wherever we want, the floor, or to the knee, or to a block, or away. We're reaching forward, pushing down into that hip. Taking it round onto our tiptoe, lifting up, pushing down, reaching back. Reaching the arms forward, stepping that foot down at the back into an inverted V. Lifting the foot, moving in into a forward bend. Stretching the arms, lifting up. Changing side, foot goes out, arm reaches over. We're rolling round into a power squat. We're taking the foot round, lifting up, pushing down into lunging warrior. Reaching forward, taking it down into an inverted V. Lifting the toe, bringing ourselves into a standing forward bend. Lifting up. So I'm not going to talk now. Let's do one more set. And jump the feet in. Lovely. Where am I up to now? Ooh, forward bend twist. So, we're going to take it into something similar. So, we're taking it into a forward bend, but we're going to do a bit of a twist. So I'm going to do this on a diagonal, hopefully you'll be able to see. You're swapping your hands over. So one hand's grabbing one leg, one hand's grabbing the other. Now the top arm, you're trying to pull yourself through so that you're kind of having a look and doing a bit of a twist as you pull round to the side. And then you're going to undo. You can bend your knees, roll up. You can always give yourself a little twist back. And then we're going to cross arms, okay? So, let's take ourselves down. Hand on the floor. One hand that goes underneath and one hand over the top. And it's the hand over the top. You're going to pull and you're twisting to have a look underneath your arm. So you're looking through your armpit. Think about where you're breathing. How's your breathing? Which lung you're breathing in, how it feels. And then we're going to undo ourselves. Bend the knees if we need to. Tuck the chin in, roll up. Lovely. So let's do one other side. Bring ourselves down again. Changing hands. And twisting to have a look through the arm. Using the arms, a bit of a pull here and there. Think about that breathing. And undo. And and roll up. Let's do one more each side. If you can get down and hold on to your toes, if you can grab hold of your big toes. And then undo. Now if you want to, you can stay here. You don't have to come up this time. Swap hands. And again, undo. And roll up. Like I said, if you want to, you can always take it into a little bit of a back bend. And then bringing yourself back up. Lovely. So that's a nice one. And that's kind of what we're going to do at the end, but in a different direction, different place. So we're going to take it into down dog. So we're taking ourselves into a forward bend. You can step or jump back to down dog. Now we're going to bring it up, take one leg up in the air into down dog splits. So you're pushing the heel to the floor, but you're lifting the other leg up in the air, and you're kind of bouncing it, pulsing it backwards. Then you're going to look forward, and if it's your left leg up in the air, you're going to try and bring your left foot to the outside edge of your left hand. Keeping your toe up, you're dropping and bouncing your hips into crouching tiger. And then we're going to push back to down dog. So we're going to change legs. We're going to bring our right leg up in the air or opposite leg, whichever you want. And you're pushing the left heel down to the floor. You're pulsing that right leg up in the air to try and lift it as high as it'll go. And we're probably doing about 10 pulses. Then we're going to look forward and bring it to the outside edge of our hand. And then we're pulsing and dropping, keeping our toes up because we're in crouching tiger rather than lizard. And we're going to step back. So we're going to do that one more time. Changing legs. Drop the heel. Pulse the other foot up in the air. Feel as you're pulsing the stretch through the ankle. Push with the fingers as if you're trying to rip up a piece of the mat off the floor. And then we're going to step it to the outside edge. Let them hips drop. And you can get the elbows down, you can get them down. If you want to put them on a block, you can put your elbows on a block. They feel they want to drop but can't get all the way to the floor. We're going to take our hands back up, step ourselves back to down dog. Last time, change legs, pulse it. And we're going to step it in, pulse it. Taking our hands down, step it back to down dog. From here, take it down onto your knees, push back to child. So we're bringing ourselves onto our bum and we're going to take it into a straddle sequence. So we're taking our feet out, we're going to reach forward to the side and twist, lift up, reach forward to the side and twist, lift up. Then the next time we'll go backwards. We'll go side to the front, in, lift up. Okay? So we're sequencing it round, taking the legs out as wide as you can go. So here we go. We're going to reach forward. Then we're going to move over towards our foot, pull the toes back. Think about getting the chin past the knee. We're going to let the top bottom shoulder drop, lift over so our arms coming over the top of our ear. You can grab the foot, don't worry if you can't, it doesn't matter. We're going to lift the top arm and let it pull us up. We're going to reach forward. We're going to bring it over to the side. We're going to twist. We're going to lift up. So let's reverse it. Reach over to the side, ear going towards the knee. Drop the chin down. Roll the body to the centre. Lift up. Reach over to the side. Let the body roll down. Let the body roll to the centre. Lift the body up. Let's do one more of them sequence. So we're going to reverse it. Lovely. So bend your knees, bring them in. We're going to take it into happy baby. So we're going to lie ourselves down. You're bringing your elbows on the inside of your knees, but your hands on the outside of your feet. So the soles of your feet are pointing up in the air. They don't want to be pointing down towards your bum. They need to be pointing up in the air. Now you can do it one at a time, so you can take one foot down and just pull the knee towards the floor. Trying to get it past you don't want it underneath coming down onto your shoulder. You want it underneath so it's going towards the floor. You can do two and you can roll as in happy baby, side to side. Pulling the toes down, letting that nice relaxing across that lower back. And it's all to do with as you're pulling down with that foot, it'll pull you across to the side. If you pull both feet evenly, you'll stay in the middle, you won't move. It's only when you pull one more than the other that you'll roll side to side. And this is starting to help to open up the hips, working the knees and the thighs. And if you're going side to side, you're massaging that lower back. It should feel quite nice. So you're going to bring yourself back to center. You're going to pull with your hands, but now you're going to push with your feet. But you're going to let your hands win. So your feet aren't going very far. You're pushing with your foot, but your hands are winning. And then without trying to warn your body, let your feet win. And then bring the knees back down. Bring them in towards you. Give yourself a nice little hug. So we're going to bring ourselves up onto our bum. And you may need a band for this one. We're going into compass pose. I don't know what I've done to my wrist. So we're bringing one foot in. We're taking one foot out. You can bring your band and place it around your foot, leaving it down. So now this is very similar to our sequence pose that we've just done. You're going to reach over and grab hold of your band on your foot. Then you're going to bend your knee and then reach your top hand over to grab hold of that band. This hand that's by your leg is pushing the leg back and you're placing it on the floor. You're then going to lift the foot up, push it up, and similar when we were doing that twisty one, you're going to try and look through your arm and look over to the side. Flex your foot and try and now, you can lock this knee out if you want, as much as you can. We're not standing on it. From it, we're going to bring the hand round the front, bend the knee, and then undo, bring that foot in. Shelby's been going, what? It's where you could be as if you stayed. You could be doing this too. Grab a bend. So, we're reaching forward, grabbing hold of the band, bending the knee. Lifting it up, swapping hands, pulling, pushing that leg away, and then looking through that other arm. Use the hand on the floor to push. You can always take it behind as well. And then bringing the hand down, bending the knee in. Let's try one more time. So if we can do it without the band, we grab hold of the big toe, lift it up, still pulling the arm back, trying to get our hand under as much as we can. And dropping the arm at the front, bringing the toes down. Let's try the other side. Last one. That's it. So if the opposite hand has got the band, the same hand stays down by the leg. It'll push the leg back, but it's also pushing them shoulders as well. So it's giving the shoulders a work. And bringing it down at the front, take the legs down. Lovely. So to relax ourselves, roll yourself back, pull your knees in, and take the knees round in a circle. Exactly what we do at the end, but this will just relax the knees, relax the back, relax the thighs and the hips. And then let's take it in the opposite direction. You're going to bring your feet down, knees bent, and you're going to bring your arms and you're going to bring one over the top of the other, and you're just going to give yourself a big squeeze. And this will help to relax the elbows and the arms and the shoulders. And let's take them apart. So whichever one's on top, you're going to swap. So the other arm goes on top. Give yourself a nice big hug. And then we're going to undo our hands. Now remember, you can either take it into corpse pose with bent legs but knees together, or straight leg corpse, over onto your side, or all the way over onto your belly. But whichever side or whichever position you choose, make sure that you're warm, that you've got something covering you and that you're comfortable. That you're finding a position that's right for you, that you can breathe easily into the fullness of your lungs. You want to make sure that you're not gripping any part of you. Not gripping your jaw or your thighs or your bum. And I want you to again go back to that breathing. Trying to make it a square, or that it's equal at every point. Accept any thoughts that come into your head. Just let them, acknowledge them, and let them go. Any feelings, don't judge how you're feeling, don't judge any of the thoughts. Just acknowledge them. Know that they come and they go and they change. If noises, smells from the house start to take your attention, accept them. Know that you're just going to take 5 minutes before you can go and investigate everything. Just take this time to work on your lungs. Work your arms, your legs, your hips, your thighs. Now take this time to increase the strength and the vitality of your lungs. your chest. And as you breathe in, you need to roll them round in a circle. And then taking them in the opposite direction. Let your body roll over to the side. And stay in that position until you're ready to come up, and make sure that you feel okay before you move. I'm going to say goodnight to Instagram.